If you've ever searched for resources in Roblox 3008, then you've definitely seen a shelf before. The shelves on the 3008 map are actually one of the best places to build your base. They have tons of resources and can always be made in strategic ways. So in today's video, I'm essentially going to be giving you guys a how-to guide on how to build a shelf base properly in Roblox SCP-3008. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first things first, I needed to find a shelf, so I've got quite a nice long shelf here. Usually when you see a shelf on the map, it's already going to be super long, but still, I always recommend for you guys to settle in the longest shelves that you can find on the map, just because look at all those resources. I mean, this shelf spans so many plots, and the amount of wood pallets I have is insane. One of the main reasons people absolutely adore shelves since they were added in is these wood pallets I'm talking about. These are perfect for building whatever you need. Whether you're building a cozy little cottage or some kind of huge military base, everybody needs some kind of wood pallets. I mean, boom. Look at this, I could just stack a few kind of on top of each other, and I can make a really neat floor in literally minutes. I mean, look at that. All it takes is a few seconds, and boom, you've got yourself a really nice pallet floor with enough foundation to build a little house. Another really nice thing about the shelves is that as you kind of build your way up, you've got all of this shelving around you to make your base feel a little bit more enclosed and safe. Believe it or not, guys, I've actually had people expand parts of their base like this by grabbing a bunch of pallets and adding this on so that the top part of this shelf acts as like a barrier and little roof inside of their base, instead of sticking to just closing off all of these walls and having a little enclosed area. You're able to diversify the base, make it a bit more fun. But yeah, the fact that I could take literally less than like 10 pallets that all spawn here and make a small little starter base is amazing. It of course takes a lot of work. You're gonna need walls, you're gonna need a roof, but that's exactly what I'm here for, guys. This is what the whole point of the tutorial is for. Now guys, if you've gotten this far in the video, please do remember to like and subscribe. I make a ton of random 3008 videos like this, but I just wanted to say the word of the day for you guys to write in the comments down below is pallets. Quickly go write pallets down in the comments below, and only people who got this far will know what you're talking about. And if you're watching this wondering, when do I begin? How do I begin? First, find the perfect materials you want to make your base out of. I've kind of chosen that pallets are kind of the move. Those are going to be my saving grace. And then from there, it's your decision to see what you want to do with your 3008 base. You can choose to make a little 3-story cottage, or you can create a little tower. The possibilities are endless. If you guys aren't fans of using pallets, there are tons of different pieces of furniture that you could use. This could be used as like a little door. You can take a bunch of tables and make a base out of those. It never ends with one thing. That's one of the nicest things about 3008, guys. You can put so much work into this thing and create some absolutely amazing bases, all from random pieces of furniture. In my case today, I'm building a bit more of like a loft style base. It's going to be a bit bigger, have a bit more space to it, but it's truly a simple process. All you've got to do is cover the walls in whichever way you like. With my plan that I'm doing here, I might expand it over here, make a little doorway entrance, and then add more pallets up here. Just because on the second shelf, there's always a chance that some kind of employee jumps in and kills me. You never know what happens. But yeah, I thought I could start a little speed run for when I do this. Alrighty, so I've got the kind of innards of the base created, a nice solid foundation. Like I was talking about, I added a little extra breathing room here. I just really like how it's like a balcony style design over here and you can still walk under. It truly makes the base feel so much cozier. But by kind of pushing the base inside of the shelf, it looks like an actual generated structure that you can find in 3008. It doesn't look as player created as it was before. Now guys, keep in mind, if you get something like a ladder, you can still add it around the base. Ladders have tons of uses. You can stack up the ladder if you end up wanting to go to the top of the base. I'm actually thinking about creating a little closed off area here to serve as a watchtower. Now, as you guys can see, I really didn't close off this area here. Just remember, your base has to just be safe enough to not have those little smaller employees get in. A lot of people worry about employees getting in, but the average employee doesn't jump as high. It's those small ones you gotta look out for, and once you're kind of like 3 shelves up in the air, you're all good. Just remember guys, the neater that your 3008 bases are, the easier it's going to be to upgrade around the base. I know I've been ranting about ladders so much, but a cool thing that you can use ladders for is really nice gates. On some railings like this one, ladders can truly make a difference. My base now has much more of a watchtower industrial vibe and not more of just a little cottage or happy home. By adding railings, my base in a way kind of instantly becomes a fortress. I can even add some of these railings up here in this way to make them like a graded design. Because my friends, there's nothing freakier than a fully defended base in 3008. Nobody wants to mess with that. But as you guys can see, we've got a nice defended base. Even if an employee does manage to jump that high, they still won't be able to get in. Now guys, never forget to add lamps and such into your bases. A lot of people don't like turning the lights on in their bases because of employees in the night, but it's not really employees that you have to worry about in this game. It's the other players. Just remember guys, if you get freaked out about lights being on in your base, you can always press F on the keyboard to turn them off. It makes things a lot easier if you're trying to stick to a kind of simple secret base design that nobody could see from far away. A lot of bases are genuinely like bright beacons. People straight up add like 17 lamps and then wonder why they get grief. Now, since I'm in a private server, that I don't have to worry about. We can just turn our lights on, no griefing. But now the top of this base is truly like a watchtower. I've got these like graded windows that would stop arrows and such from coming into the base. I'm getting like really interesting zombie apocalypse survival base type of vibes. You can even look over the balcony to see who comes in. On the bottom part of the base, I'll give you guys a bit of a 360. You've got a mixture of wood and pallets, nothing too crazy. And going in from the front, I've chosen a bit of a crouch doorway, or a slide doorway in this case, where I just hold down C as I come in. That way employees aren't really chasing me and I'm not having a bunch of issues there. But yeah, a few base decorations never hurts, maybe a lamp or two by the entrance. But look at that guys, in just a few seconds, I've got a full kitchen that I could decorate. Let me add the ice cream as the cherry on top along with the spaghetti. And this is the base with lighting at night. It's absolutely stunning. When you have tons of different lights, your base is 10 times more visually pleasing. Parts of the base like this are just super dark, making it 10 times harder for you to see around your base. And when you can't see around your base, you can't see the horde of employees that a noob is bringing to your base. So it definitely helps to have some light. Now, let me show you guys what the outside of the base looks like at night. Keep in mind, you can turn off those lights if you want. Pallets allow a lot of light to get through, but it ends up looking a lot more beautiful. Now, tell me in the comments below if you guys are going to be building a shelf base after this tutorial, and if this truly helped you out, leave a like. But yeah, guys, it's been Raid, building a shelf base, and I'll see y'all in the next one.